Devin Larson, co-coordinators, along with Sarah Doyen.
Our county competition is modeled after the state Fairest of the Fairest competition that is held each January. Our contestants begin the Hello?
He just has to turn it off.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Yeah.
Hello? Okay.
You're off.
Okay. Hello? Okay, all good? All right. So our county competition is modeled after the state Fairest competition that is held each January. Our contestants begin the process by filling out an application, recording a radio commercial, and promoting the fair, participating in individual and group interviews. They also attend a luncheon to meet the fair board and other contestants as guests. All while being closely watched by 3 judges. This year, Devin will introduce the judges.
This year, we were blessed with 3 amazing judges. We have a couple in the audience here tonight. Thank you very much to Alicia Worth, Diana Bazewitz, and Doris Larson. All 3 of them have very deep roots in the Barron County Fair, and we are so thankful for your continued dedication to our program.
I would like to welcome this year's contestant, Alora Retman, to come up and introduce herself and share her radio ad that has been playing on WJMC radio.
Hello everybody. My name is Alora Repman. I am 19 years old. I will be graduating from the University of Eau Claire this coming spring with a bachelor's degree in graphic communications and a certificate in arts administration. I plan on using these degrees in a variety of ways, including challenging reality and bringing to life the imagination of generations to come through theme park and film design. I've been a part of the Barron County Fair since I started showing when I was just 12 years old. I showed my horses and some friends' horses in the horse barn, as well as showed some of my art projects in the expo building. I was also able to be the junior manager in the junior leaders pie shake stand, if you stopped by there at all. And I know that here in Barron County we just have an amazing group of people all the time, and I would be so proud to be your 2023 Fairest of the Fair. I'll go into my radio ad. So there's fun for everyone at the Barron County Fair, held July 19th through the 23rd. Enjoy seeing your favorite animals in the show ring or heading towards the thrill-seeking rides. Stop by some of the exhibit buildings for some of the amazing projects and demonstrations. Get some of that favorite fair time snacks like Wisconsin cheese curds or the 4-H pie shake, very famous here in Barron County. For the little ones, you can stop by Grandpa Cratchit and watch his puppet show. And if you don't want the fun to end when the sun goes down, you can head to the grandstands for a fun event each night, including harness racing, the demo derby, which is happening tonight, and the giant truck and tractor pull happening tomorrow. So let the good times grow with you at the Barron County Fair. I'm Alora Repman, the 2023 Fairest of the Fair contestant, and I hope to see you there. And we have, so thank you.
Thank you, Alora. And now, if our 2022 Fairest of the Fair could join me up here, Brooke Shatley. We are so sad to see you go, but so happy for everything you've done for us over this year.
Thank you. I already prepared myself that I was gonna cry, and I told myself I wasn't, so I'll try my best. Okay. See, already crying. As I look back over the past year, all I can think about is the experiences that I have had as your 2022 Barron County Fairest to the Fair. From the parades to the people I've met along the way, this has been something I thought would have never happened, but my fair journey didn't start there. My Barron County Fair experience started when I was a young child. I remember my grandpa Denny bringing me to the fairgrounds to ride the rides, but I wanted to do more than that. I wanted to go see the animals at the fair. With my grandpa being a local school teacher, he knew many of the 4-H exhibitors that were showing at the fair. I have memories of going into the pig barn and climbing up on the white gates just to try to see the pigs inside. Megan, one of my grandpa's students, let me come in and pet one of her pigs. Well, little did my family know that's the hook, line, and sinker for me wanting to get involved in the livestock program. With a few years to pass, I made a new best friend, Emily Pintons, now Emily Massey. She had convinced me to try her 4-H club, the Countrysiders. Well, to say the least, I ended up getting 2 pigs to take to the fair that year and photography along with cake decorating. My Grandma Ann made cakes, so with her guidance, I was able to create a great pig cake, and to add to the pig obsession, I took a few pictures of my pigs as well to the fair. I get to the fair and have little to no idea about showing anything about pigs. I remember Eric Holton, Rachel Madsen, and the Hanson girls being my role models throughout the year, teaching me all the tips and tricks to fitting your animals, to slopping, to showing. From having water fights and playing cards and games, we had so much fun in the barns making new friends. As the years passed into 2010, I remember Rachel Hanson getting crowned right here as your Fairest to the Fair. I was sitting and thinking, wow, I can't wait to do that someday. Fast forward 12 years, here I am. I decided to start the application process for the Fairest to the Fair. I found myself gaining self-confidence in public speaking, and on a Friday night of the fair, when I walked on the stage, I didn't think that I was going to be crowned. When Amanda placed the crown to my head, I felt like a little girl again, looking up at the Fairest and thinking, is this really happening? Throughout the months of parades and getting ready for state convention, I had no idea what to expect. When I got to convention, I didn't know one single Fairest from around the state. Throughout the week, I got to know every single girl that was at that convention and how their Fairest programs worked, operated, and the struggles and how the fair industry works. From learning proper etiquette when eating to holding a microphone, I had some amazing friendships that were built that week. When the final night of convention arrived, they listed the top 10 contestants of the 2023 Wisconsin Fairest to the Fair. I was one of those top contestants. In my mind, I was like, holy cow, how is this happening? Then the top 5 were announced, and I was still standing amongst the top 5 Fairest in the state of Wisconsin. The real adrenaline kicked in when I was up with just myself and Charlene as the last 2 contestants. One of us was going to be crowned the Wisconsin Fairest to the Fair. On the inside, I was panicking a little bit, not gonna lie. My parents were sitting in the front row, along with my fair board, hoping I didn't have a deer in the headlights look as I looked at the crowd and was like, wow, is this actually happening? Being able to walk away from convention as your 2023 first runner-up Wisconsin Fairest to the Fair was something I never thought I was going to be able to call myself. That night, when I jumped on social media, I had seen that people that I didn't know sharing posts and supporting and cheering me on from not from Barron County, but from all over the state of Wisconsin. I felt beyond blessed to be so supported. One of the things that I wanted to do over my year as Fairest was get into schools and educate students about agriculture and where their food comes from. Thank you to the Barron Area School District and the Prairie Farm School District for allowing me to come into your classrooms and educate students how their food gets from farm to fork. One of my goals is that students alike take interest in agriculture and get to know how their food gets to them. From the farmer, to the trucker, to the processors, to the store, it takes a crew for it to get to you. As the Fairest, I hope that I was able to and still continue to educate kids to become involved in their local county fair. Whether it's bringing cakes, photos, Legos, or crafts, or even livestock, I hope that the youth continues to stay involved in agriculture in the fair.
Without the exhibitors allowing strangers to get involved, learn, and to get to pet their animals, I probably wouldn't be up here today without them. So thank you to all the kids out there that encourage other kids just like them to get involved in agriculture. I hope that someday I am someone's inspiration for joining 4-H or the FFA program or even becoming a Fairest. Finally, thank you, David. This is where I'm going to cry. Finally, thank you, David and Cindy Steele with Roche Funeral Homes, and Jason Shalley, my dad, with Triple J Construction, for making sure I had a custom car magnet with my name on it for all of the parades. Thank you to Karen, Sarah, and Devin for leading me through my experience as my Fairest coordinators. Thank you to the Fair Board for being there to cheer me on every step of my way. Thank you, Mom, Dad, and Connor for making sure I had everything ready and always driving me in the parades. Thank you, Bailey, Brady, and Isaac for handing out crowns and ducks at the parade, even though it downpoured and you got soaking wet. And lastly, thank you, Barron County, for supporting me throughout my reign as your 2022 Barron County Fairest of the Fair.
Brooke, for everything that you've done. I hope you're not a stranger to the fair. At this time, I'd like to invite Russ Rinzig up for a couple words to say as a Fair Board member.
Welcome to the Barron County Fair. As Fair Board President, I've been most proud of the job that Brooke has done for us. This stage that we're standing on today is named after Tim Heffernan, a longtime fair manager and an early supporter of this Fairest of the Fair program. In fact, he really made sure that Barron County was always represented at the Wisconsin Association of Fairs with the Fairest of the Fair. Tim would be most proud of our current Fairest and the things that she has done to support what was his life work, the working and developing of our Barron County Fair. In our fair, the Fairest plays an important role because she meets with the board on a regular basis and gives us insight and suggestions, which we often follow in terms of making this fair better and making the Fairest program as well better. She has certainly carried on her responsibilities in the most exemplary manner. And for this reason, tonight we are presenting her with a stock in the Barron County Fair. We want to have her continued support over the years to keep working with the Barron County Fair wherever she might be. Hopefully gets back to Barron County often. And we also will be presenting her with the picture that is in her Fairest display, which she will take with her after the fair. I don't think we could ever find a better Fairest than we have to date, but maybe she, and along with the other girls working on this program, will work hard at doing that. So thank you very much for coming.
At this time, I would like to invite Laura Retman back to the front. Brooke, if you would help crown Alora. For the very first time, I would like to introduce to you Alora Retman, 2023 Barron County Fairest of the Fair. being that inspirational person. And then thank you, Barron County, because you guys are what makes this program all possible, for being such an amazing county, so thank you. Don't forget to head to the demo derby, thank you, after this, and as well as grab those amazing fair time snacks, because the fair only comes around in Barron County once a year.
Thank you everybody for coming tonight. Like Alora said, make sure you head on down to the demo derby. We're gonna take some pictures and then she's gonna be down there herself.
Honey, watch.